guys, so this is another college vlog which you guys have been asking for, which I think is really interesting, and you guys actually get to know that, hey, I'm actually like a real person. Isn't that kind of cool? I'm actually a real person. Woo, weird. So I am actually back at school now. If you guys don't know, I go to Savannah College of Art and Design. I am a photo major, and moving in was kind of a headache. I moved in by myself. I didn't have my parents or anyone really to help me besides like my friends here, which I'm so glad that, you know, I didn't have to lift anything heavy, because after having mono over summer, I do not have the strength or the energy like I used to. I'm slowly getting back into having that strength and energy, but it's still really hard for me to be able to do the normal things that I was able to do last year. So pretty much what happened was that I put mostly everything in storage at my friend's house, and then it stayed out there pretty much all summer, and then we took everything from there and put it in here. And I have two other roommates, and one of them I'm sorry, my phone is vibrating. I had one of them as my roommate last year, and the second one is a really good friend of mine, friend of ours pretty much, and she actually has her own room, so I share a room and she has her own room. I will probably do like a quick tour because it's kind of like the same place we lived last year. Other than that, like, school's going good. I'm taking fashion technology, large format, and photo history, and 3 classes, 2.5 hours long. Each class meet twice a week. That is like how art school is. As weird as it is, no one understands how difficult art school is unless you actually go here, because we get a lot of crap thinking that, you know, our 4 years are just a breeze, and they are totally not. I can go on for hours just ranting about how much work we have to do and how different it is from other schools, but I love it here. I love my professors, because when they like drop something that's just like, oh, well, I helped Ansel Adams with his workshop when everyone wanted to take his class, and I got to develop the negative of Sunset over Hernandez, it's not under, over Hernandez, like, you're just like, you fucking kidding me? Like, one of those prints is $5,000, but, you know, no big deal. So I love all my professors. They're completely awesome, and it is my junior year. I am a senior next year, guys, and then I'll be done with college and be in debt for the rest of my life. That's all I'm gonna say about school right now. I love my roommates. They are the bomb diggity. It sucks we don't have a dishwasher, but I love my roommates. No problems there. Our toilet is broken right now, which, you know, kind of have to call someone, and all you can do is just like hope that they come within 24 hours. So that's fun waiting on, of course. Other than that, we can talk about the love life of Allie that is non-existent, of course. The boyfriend that I had this time around last year, not with him anymore. That was my own decision, and then I thought I was going to be dating this other guy, and he kind of changed his mind on me, of course, and that just like sucks. I've never had, actually I have had this happen before, that is a lie. I've had this happen before, and it just sucks, and I think the thing that sucks even more is that at first I was like, okay, that's fine, and now that we're both back at school, I'm just like, fuck, I'm not okay. Like, it just sucks. It's not anything to where, like, I'm too upset where I can't do anything throughout the day. Class makes me feel better, my friends make me feel better, all that good stuff. It just sucks, I don't know, like, just because he's, like, one of my really good friends, and now that this whole thing happened, it's just really awkward between us, I feel like, and it will eventually get better, so I have to see. So, it's just gonna take time for me to get better at this whole thing. I mean, honestly, it's not something that I was gonna be like, we're gonna be together forever. I'm not too worried about that right now, but I'm like legit single. Like, I'm not even talking to any guys. There's like a few guys that are like, we should go on a date, but they're totally not my type, and I'm just like, alright, I will go on a date with you, but I can't date you. Like, it's really fucking weird. And so, I'm gonna give him a chance, though. Everyone needs a chance, I think, but, I mean, if you're not interested after a while, then you can tell them that. There's just a difference between people who go to state college and the difference between people who go to art school, so they don't really take you that seriously, which kind of sucks. So right now, I am living the single life. I am working on myself. It's been a really long time since I've been single for this long. So it's good for me, but it sucks at the same time. Does that make sense? Next thing, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, which you should, is my new tattoo, and it says Ohana on it. It's pretty much the reason why I'm here today, which is because my family, and the Ohana part doesn't mean just family-based, like family members. It means also to my best friends who I've known since first grade and everything like that. Like, they mean so much to me, and even if, like, friends that I have right now, like my roommates, if it's something happens to where I never get to see them again, or we just kind of, like, pull apart or whatever, I will still have them in their memory and thinking that they were part of my college experience, and they are never left behind or forgotten. I know it's the Lilo and Stitch and it's kind of cheesy, but it means a lot to me. And the other half of the tattoo is actually what's happening me personally right now, which is another reason that it's kind of hard for me not to have someone, like a guy to talk to and, like, you know, kind of comfort me this whole time. If I start crying, I apologize, but I think that I've gotten to the point where I'm not gonna cry anymore because I'm so used to talking about it with just like a handful of people. And I just, okay, I have to think about how I'm gonna say this. I'm about 95% sure that my parents are gonna get a divorce, and I look up to my dad so much. I've been so blessed throughout my whole entire life to where I've never had to worry about divorce. My parents were always together. They never fought or anything. They weren't like super love couple, but they never fought, and they always gave me such a life to where I never had to worry about anything. I never had to worry about money. I never had to worry about, you know, coming home to no food. Like, and I have like the most amazing house. I absolutely adore my house back home. And I was like always so lucky for all those things and to have such an amazing support group, because when your daughter wants to go to art school to be a photographer rather than going to like be a dentist like my other sister, or going to be a lawyer or a nurse or a doctor, like it kind of freaks you out. And my dad was completely supportive of all of that. My mom was kind of iffy at first, but now she completely like sees what I do and she's like, that is amazing. And there's so much stuff going on. It's mainly because my mother is going through menopause right now, and she just can't see things clearly or perceive things clearly. And so when I actually have a conversation with her, it just ends up turning into a fight with things that she perceives as my dad cheating on her, when I think my dad is the most honest person I know. And I'm not saying that maybe that's not what happened, because I have no idea, but it's just a lot of to where both of my parents are not living with each other right now, and my sister is the one back home dealing with it while I'm here, and having, like, you know, someone call me. Like, I just had my mom call me in the middle of this video, to where she calls me like once every day and saying all these questions, and she gets mad at me when I can't do anything, and it just gets me upset. Which I've never had to deal with this before. I've done with like breakups and stuff before, but this is nowhere near it. And I've always had friends and stuff whose like parents are going through divorce when they were way younger, and now that I'm older, I'm dealing with this now, which is, I think, something that prepares me for like the real world, because I've been so kind of like not really sheltered, because my parents didn't shelter me on purpose. I've just grown up so well that now that I'm actually dealing with this, it was the hardest thing for me having to pack up everything and come here and not stay and help support my mother and help my dad through this. And it just sucks. It's so much stuff, I can't even begin to explain it. If you want me to do a video about it, I can. Just, it's so much personal stuff that this video would be way longer than it already is, and I wouldn't get to anything else that I wanted to talk about. And so I think mentally I'm going through that, and it's making me a stronger person, but at the same time it's putting me into a depression state to where, you know, I'm doing all these things and trying to help my family out when it's not even my place to fix it. And I still have no idea why I'm trying to help my parents. And it's the most tiring thing in the world, because my mom is literally going in a state of depression. She's been crying nonstop for pretty much a month, and she won't buy food for the house, and she won't take care of the house really because she's so depressed, and it's already hard enough for her to go to work. And my dad's dealing with issues financially that I never had when I was growing up, and now that I'm in college, financial issues are way worse because they both lost their job before I started college. Then they now have jobs again, but it's not as many benefits, and they're not getting paid as much because it's a brand new job rather than the ones they worked at for over 10 years. So it's a lot. I'm happy that it's good that I'm going through this, but it's the shittiest thing that I've ever had to go through in my life, because boyfriends, like that boyfriend I had forever ago, I'm over that. Like, I can talk to him and be fine even though he doesn't want to talk to me. But like this whole family thing is like blood related to where, you know, family's gonna stick with you like forever, which I know that doesn't happen sometimes, but I'm doing my damn hardest to keep it together, and I have no idea why. So that's the other meaning behind my tattoo, to where no matter what happens between my parents, if my mom wants to pack up and leave and go back to Central America, to Nicaragua, to live for the rest of her life, she's still gonna be my mom. I'm never gonna forget her, and I'm forever gonna love her. And no matter the decision my dad makes, if he wants to divorce her or not, like, then I'm still gonna love him too. They're still both my family. And I mean, it's just gonna be so different from now. I can't even imagine how Thanksgiving's gonna be. Like, I don't know where I'm gonna be for Thanksgiving, which is like the hardest thing that I've ever had to think about, because things just slowly got worse in my house financially. And then once my mom hit the menopause point and started making all these accusations of my dad, it's just not fair. It's absolutely not fair. So that's as personal as I can get right now. If there's anything specific you want me to talk about, new tattoo, which is in the peely state right now. So if you guys want to see an image of my tattoo, you should go to my Instagram, because it won't look as nasty as it does right now, because it's almost done healing. It just kind of looks a little shitty right now, but it looks better on the Instagram. Divorce stuff, I've never had to go through this before, so if you guys have any like positive words or anything, please tell me, because I want to hear it. I think anyone who else is going through this can, you know, talk to me also. It's just a lot for me to be like, shit, this is actually happening. So, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be sure to make more of these college vlogs, because I still have another 2 years of college left, and then I'll be done and out in the real world. I will probably talk about like internships and jobs and like paying for college next one. Does that sound like a plan? That sounds like a plan. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to enter my Gilly Hicks giveaway. It is ending shortly, so don't forget to enter that. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and watch the other videos, and leave recommendations and comments and thumbs up. Or is it like now? Same thing as thumbs up, right? You know what it means. I will see you guys in a later video. Bye guys.